Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the biggest X factor for every NBA team. Starting off with the actually, wait, before we start off, what is your definition of an X factor? Just need to just clarifying.
Someone who can either lose you a game or win you a game. That's my definition of an X factor.
Okay.
I think it's like the guy that similar to Tages. Like he's gonna be the difference on the team. Like depending on how he plays, the team goes as he goes in a way. Not like the superstars, because obviously but like he matters a lot. But he's obviously not like the best player on the team. Yeah.
For me, it's like he can change some stuff. If this guy is performing, this team is different. So that's what I view an X factor as. What's your definition?
Yeah, basically, like if this guy performs well, then you're probably going to win. If he doesn't, you might lose. But it doesn't have to be. For some teams, it is the best player on the team. For some, it's literally maybe not even in your starting lineup, but somewhere in that range.
All right, so let's start off with the Atlanta Hawks. Hudson, who is your X factor?
And then probably a better X factor would be a guy like Kevin Huerter. No.
Yes, it would be.
I don't have a problem with that. Kevin Huerter is.
Yeah.
No, okay. So my X factor is DeAndre Hunter. I think Hunter, he's a really good 3-and-D wing. And he plays that 3 position because you in the league now, all the better elite players are at the small forward and power forward position. So you need a guy who can guard that position, and that's DeAndre Hunter. And he can also give you 15 a night. And I feel this Hawks team would just be better if he performed and he was guarding the players to his capability. Now, if his injuries riddle him, though, they'll have a big void in that gap because I really don't trust Kevin Huerter or a guy like Bogdanovic to guard the other team's small forward because think if you're Atlanta in the Eastern Conference, look at the small forwards that you have to guard. You got Durant, you got Tatum, you got a guy like Tobias Harris, you got
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. I can keep on going, bro. There's so many small forwards you got to guard, and you need someone to at least try. Okay, 3-4, whatever. A wing player, okay? Tobias and Durant.
Because even if they're the 4, you're not putting Gallinari on them, so.
That's what I'm saying. Gallinari can't guard, so like you need
John Collins is the 4.
Or John Collins. I mean, he's not going to guard them, but he can't stay on the perimeter.
He's not going to guard your small forward. That's what I'm saying. So you need a guy that can guard. And I think DeAndre Hunter is the X factor though for this Atlanta team. If he gets going, they're going to click on all cylinders. So yeah.
Mine was similar. I had Cam Reddish. I'm a big fan of Cam Reddish. You guys probably all know. If Cam Reddish can stay healthy, that's the biggest thing. Because last year he was in and out of the lineup. I think Cam Reddish, he's similar. I think he has more offensive skill than DeAndre Hunter. But DeAndre Hunter is a better defensive player for sure, in my opinion. If Cam Reddish can live up to his potential, why he was drafted in the top 10, if he can show like some shot creation off the bench, because right now they don't have like a consistent backup small forward. It's DeAndre Hunter starts, but after that it's Solomon Hill, and I'd rather have Cam Reddish than Solomon Hill. So if he can stay healthy, you can also put him on your best player as well. So I think Cam Reddish, especially if he can stay healthy, that just adds so much depth to this team. Because last year, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals basically without him being a factor. So if he can do something this year, then he might elevate that.
Okay, so I usually wouldn't put the third best player on a team as the X factor, but I have John Collins. Yes, he's the third best player on the team. I think Capella's better. I think John Collins is the X factor because if he, I don't think, I wouldn't say he's like Trae Young, obviously, because Trae Young, he's going to perform, he's going to lead the team. I don't think John Collins is as consistent. He's not even near as consistent. But if he can stay consistent, Atlanta will be a very good team, as we expect. I think I have him as like the 5 seed. And they need John Collins for that. He needs to keep shooting threes. He's a great slasher, get rebounds. And he needs to stay healthy because I think someone who, with his like athleticism and with his like hops and shit, like he has to stay healthy so he doesn't get injured. That was kind of never mind. Anyways, so my X factor is John Collins.
You start us off. Let's just go serpentine. Start us off with the Celtics. Who do you have?
Smart for the Celtics. because this is a little bit stupid in some ways, but I don't think there's anyone else on the Celtics that I would put as the X factor. Smart is like the third best player, right? The team, I think he controls how good the team does just as much as Tatum and Brown, because he's gonna be their primary playmaker. Like he's gonna have the ball in his hands a lot. He's gonna be making the plays. Even though Schroeder's there, he's buns. So it'll just be Smart. He has to score. He has to defend. He's their best defender, and he has to be their main playmaker. So I have him as my X factor.
So for me, this was tough. I was between two people, and it'll be interesting. I'm just gonna go with one guy. I'm not gonna pick two. It'll be interesting to see if someone picks the second one. I have Robert Williams, just because if he can because he showed so much. I like Robert Williams a lot. He was actually supposed to be a lottery pick. I don't know how he fell to wherever, 27 or some shit. If he can just show his potential consistently, because he's shown flashes already. Like I remember he had like a 9-block game in the playoffs or some shit. Like he's been really good like in moments. But if he can just turn that into consistency, he can be one of the best. His per 36 numbers are ridiculous, 15 and 13. But he can just be one of the best up and coming bigs. Like he can definitely solidify himself, and I like him a lot. So I have Robert Williams, but it'll be interesting to see who you guys have this other guy that I was thinking.
I don't think I do. I had Robert Williams as well. I think because here's the thing: the Celtics love to run their offense with the big up top, and that's your Al Horford, Robert Williams position. So I feel like the thing with Robert Williams is he's sometimes, when he plays the max minutes, when he plays 30-plus minutes a game, he tends to get hurt. So with Al Horford now back in, he should play around 20 to 25 minutes, probably a little bit more. And I expect to see full out just Time Lord shit, man. If he's blocking shots, protecting the rim, facilitating at the top, running the Celtics offense at times, this team can go very far. And it's all because of Robert Williams. I do, however, agree with what Darian said, though, Marcus Smart. He does control the team at times. But I just feel like Robert Williams' impact is greater at times in terms of protecting the rim, which the Celtics have had trouble in the past. So,
one last thing about Robert Williams. I want to see him get into less foul trouble.
Yes, also that. That is also another thing, because last year I remember that one game where he had bad foul trouble against Joel Embiid. Again, another one of your major bigs that you're going to play. He's got to stop getting into foul trouble. And if he does that, I feel like he'll succeed a little bit. But go ahead, Hudson.
Yeah, I also had Robert Williams, but I was between him and I forget, Aaron Nesmith. Suhas, who was your player that you were deciding between?
Aaron Nesmith was buns.
It was not. It was Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, Schroeder. Okay.
It's because of the contract that he's on.
Aaron Nesmith is fucking like half a point a game. He's
Bro,
3 minutes
do not sleep on Nesmith. I don't think you watched.
He's
gonna play like 5 minutes a game, bro. How is he gonna be?
Nesmith will get solid rotational minutes.
He'll be their backup shooter.
Minutes a game.
Right, I give Praying Pritchard minutes over him. Like you have Dennis Schroeder as backup, and then you have Praying Pritchard, like Peyton Pritchard.
No, it's gonna be Schroeder, Pritchard, and then Nesmith running small forward minutes.
You think Richardson will start?
I think Richardson will start.
Richardson will start.
Bro, I think it'll be Smart, Richardson, Brown, Tatum, Rob / Horford.
See, I think I would rather Smart, Schroeder, and Smart. I don't know. I
wouldn't start Schroeder. I wouldn't start Schroeder. I
wouldn't start Schroeder either. I think Schroeder plays better off the bench.
Yeah, he plays way better off the he plays way better off the bench.
He does, but I just think that like Smart and Richardson. It just depends on like what Jay Rich is on.
They need the shooter. I think they need the shooter.
Jay Rich, for him to be effective, needs to handle the ball. That's why in Miami he was averaging 18 a game, because no one else was handling the ball for us. We had Wade coming off the bench. Like I think Jay Rich needs to play some of those point guard minutes if he wants to be effective.
I think you can say the same about Schroeder.
The Celtics run him as a spot up shoot. No, because Schroeder's a better shooter than Richardson, though.
Is he though?
Yes,
he definitely is. Richardson is a slasher, bro. That's what he came into the league as. He was a high flyer.
I would not mind having Richardson come off the bench. Okay, maybe they might stagger minutes between Richardson.
Yeah, they might do that. They might
stagger minutes.
I like the spacing better between Schroeder and Smart.
Yeah, I do.
Shot like the same percent.
around, but Schroeder's a much better
What's the
shooter.
volume? Oh, and
We'll
Richardson
see.
shot more. He shot like basically the same, and he shot more.
He did.
I
I wasn't surprised he shot more because he was playing with the Mavericks and they just had him as a spot-up shooter. So,
yeah.
Hudson, who do you have for the Nets?
Oh, for the Nets, I honestly was thinking at first just their whole entire big three, but if I had to shrink it down, I would probably say Blake Griffin. I feel like he's gonna be he's gonna be their starting center this season, so he's gonna be that guy that's gonna have to step up on defense and maybe on offense, not really, because that's gonna be basically their four between Kyrie, Harden, Durant, and probably Harris too, but. Blake Griffin is going to have to step up on that defensive end and guard whoever is there, whoever's their big man there for whoever they're facing, obviously. And I'm not really sure what their starting lineup is going to be, honestly, but if I had to make a guess, it would probably be just like last season. I'm not really sure if Aldridge is going to do anything or Millsap or something. But in the end, Blake Griffin, whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's going to have to step up on the defensive end because whoever's in the game at that time, I can already assure you that there's not many great defenders on the court for the Nets, whoever's on the court.
I know we said that we wouldn't have any superstar players as X Factor, but in my opinion, Kyrie Irving is the X Factor. Kyrie Irving is the X Factor.
I agree as well.
We just discussed it before we started about how if he doesn't get vaccinated or not. But if he gets going, if he's on his 50, 40, 90 clip and he's putting up 20 points a game, this offensive juggernaut is just going to be unstoppable. If you can't stop Kyrie, you already can't stop KD, and you can't stop James Harden, and you can't stop Kyrie either. Oh yeah, there's no chance any team in the league is stopping them. So yeah, that's why I have him.
Take that back.
Yeah, I have a guy that I think they brought in to be their Jeff Green replacement. I have James Johnson. James Johnson had a really good time with New Orleans when he got traded there. And if he can just fill that Jeff Green void, because Jeff Green was big for them in some games. I remember against the Bucks, he had some 20-plus games. If he can, I'm not saying he's going to be as good. I know he's a much better defender than Jeff Green, but if he can do anything as far as spacing the floor, and he can just be a Swiss Army knife. I think he was a very underrated pickup. No one's really talking about him. I think he's better than Paul Millsap and LaMarcus Aldridge. So, James Johnson, I think is their X factor because I think the Kyrie thing, the Kyrie shit, I only see if it's if he's vaccinated or not. His play on the court, I don't think is going to change. He'll be the same player. But I think James Johnson is that guy that if he can fill that Jeff Green role, I think they'll be scary.
I have Kyrie because he's extremely consistent when he plays, but the inconsistencies come when he's off the court. I think he's the most unpredictable player in the NBA because you don't know, or unpredictable a person in the NBA because there's so much going on with Kyrie. You don't know what he's thinking or you don't know what he's doing. He can take a random 2-week break out of nowhere, or if he's not vaccinated, maybe I'm not sure because of the whole WNBA seeding thing. But if he's not vaccinated, he can't play home games. That's why I think he's the X factor because of all the inconsistencies when he's not playing, which will affect the team. So if he stays consistent on and off the court, that's where the Nets will succeed and lose in the finals to the Lakers.
All right, who do you have for the Charlotte Hornets?
The Hornets. Give me a second. I did it out of order. Okay, Charlotte. I have PJ Washington. The reason I have him is because I don't know who Charlotte signed as center. They signed Mason Plumlee.
They traded him.
Traded who?
They traded for Plumlee. They just traded their pick or cash. Or
They had
it
was a second round pick in cash.
I don't think they should start Plumlee. I think he is a solid player. But I think they should start PJ Washington at the 5. And have Kelly. I don't know if they're going to start Kelly Oubre, and I think Gordon Hayward's probably going to be injured again. Anyways, I think they should start PJ Washington at the 5. I think he's a good player to play at the 5. He's athletic. I think he can stretch the floor, and he's a solid defender. So I think he will be the X factor if he can play the 5 properly.
I got Kelly Oubre. I think if he had a pretty disappointing season with the Warriors, in my opinion. If he can get back to what he was with the Suns. And even with the Wizards early, I think that I think I like the pickup. I don't know about the contract, but I think he's a good fit for their team. They just have a lot of athletic wing players, and I like that. And I don't know if he's gonna start. He probably won't. But off the bench, if they need a guy who can be a spark plug, like he's not like a bucket, but he can just be a guy who can just run the offense. Because I think he's an underrated playmaker. And he can always, he's a very relentless attacker. He's a very good slasher. He can also cause havoc on defense as well. So, I have Oubre.
I have Miles Bridges. I feel like when Bridges popped last year, it was when LaMelo Ball was clicking as well, and he started to get going. He would have games of 20 plus points per game, and he upped his PPG and he upped his rebounds per game, and his defense got a little bit better towards the end of the season too. I expect a big jump out of him, and honestly, in my opinion, Miles Bridges is sort of this like slashing, passing, ball movement identity the Hornets have. So if he's clicking, I think the Hornets will also click too a little bit. So that's why he's my X factor.
For the Hornets, I was down to PJ Washington and Miles Bridges, but in the end, I took PJ Washington. I don't think in the end he will be starting at the 5. I think it'll probably be Plumlee. I think the PJ Washington may be able to see some starting minutes and some starting games here and there, but because in the end, I feel like we all know that Gordon Hayward is going to get injured eventually. But PJ Washington, I think, is going to be a great player coming off the bench for them. And like I said, maybe some starting games too. He can stretch the floor. And I feel like last season he played great with LaMelo. So with some more guys in that backcourt, Rozier, Book Knight now, I feel like PJ Washington should be able to have a great season and be an X factor for this Hornets team, probably contending for a playoff spot.
Hudson, who do you have for the Bulls?
For the Bulls, I feel like there's only one X factor. It's Patrick Williams. He's a sophomore going into the season. I feel like this is where a lot of the former rookies step up, take a leap this season, and he's one of the top defenders on the Bulls, if not the best defender. You could say Lonzo, but I feel like this season, if he takes a big leap up, he can definitely be the best defender on this team, and I feel like he's going to be.
Bro, Caruso plays in the Bulls. Caruso plays in the Bulls.
If he takes a big leap, then he could be able to surpass Caruso as the best defender on this team.
Bro, stop bugging. Stop it.
Second best. He's a top defender on the team regardless. But
he's already a better defender than Caruso.
No, he isn't, bro.
Dude, I'm sorry. You have not watched Patrick Williams since FSU.
You think
you
he's better than Caruso, bro?
Lonzo Ball is a better defender than Caruso.
No, he isn't. What? Caruso's all defensive level.
So is Lonzo Ball.
No, he isn't. What?
Yes, bro. All right, we're talking to some casuals here. It's fine. Excuse the nonsense.
Anyways, I'm going to go with Lonzo Ball. I know he's just a free agent acquisition, but I feel like Lonzo is like the playmaker that the Bulls should have. I've mentioned it before. The signing of DeRozan is just going to hinder him. But if Lonzo can click along with the other three, like if he surprises me in that way and he clicks with them, they will be a good team in the Eastern Conference because Lonzo Ball can not only facilitate, he can also shoot the ball now. And not only that, he plays some very stellar defense. He might not be the best defender on the team, but he plays some very stellar defense too. That part of his game is kind of underrated in my opinion. So that's why he's my X factor.
I have DeMar DeRozan. Like Lonzo Ball DeRozan fit is why I had to pick between one of them because I don't think they fit together. So I just want to see how DeRozan gets his points. With the Spurs, it was just kind of him. Like he was just ISO, mid range, shit like that. Like you already have Zach LaVine who's gonna have the ball in his hands, and then you just added one of the best playmakers in Lonzo Ball, who said he's gonna play point guard. He said the coach is gonna let him handle the ball and be a point guard. So I don't know how DeRozan is gonna get his shots. Like he's probably just gonna and slash, but yeah, I'm interested to see like what DeRozan we see. Is it gonna be DeRozan from last year, or are we gonna get more slash attempts like what he did with the Raptors? He slashed a lot more with the Raptors, took a lot more mid-range shots with the Spurs. So I have DeRozan.
I have Patrick Williams. Unfortunately, Hudson did too. I just think he'll be back from his injury before the season starts, I believe. I think he's due for like a huge progress, like a lot of like. I think he's due for a huge jump. Similar to Michael Porter, but not to that level. And yeah, it'll be a little hard with three scorers on his team in Levine, DeRozan, and Vucevic, who are also high-level players, all-star caliber. But I think defensively he can take a jump and be efficient. That's all you can ask. Yeah, so I think he's the X factor for the Bulls.
All right, Darian, who do you have for the Cavs?
Cleveland. I have Garland for the Cavs. I think eventually they will either move Sexton or he'll leave. But I mean, I guess they can pay him a lot. But I think Garland, he had a really good season last year. Surprised me. I did not think Garland would be that good. I didn't even think Garland would be like a good NBA player. I think he has all-star potential. Not next year, but maybe eventually. Let me look at his stats. I know he averaged 17 points. But yeah, I think he's gonna have a huge jump as well. He's the primary ball handler. He averaged 6 assists. That's pretty good, bro. He dropped 45 and 40 and 85. Yeah, he's efficient too. And he had decent assists. I think his playmaking is gonna go up since Sexton isn't really a playmaker. And I think he's the guy the Cavs would rather have instead of Sexton. So I think he's gonna be their X factor.
Yeah, I mean, I know Garland's gonna hoop. I've been on Garland's train since fucking Vanderbilt, so I didn't even consider him. I have Laurie Markkanen because I don't know how he's gonna. I really don't know like what his role is gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna start. I don't know if he's gonna come off the bench. I know he's signed for a big deal, but they have too many bigs, so I just have to see how he just gets involved with that team. I think Kevin Love will eventually get bought out. I don't know when, but probably like closer to the buyout deadline, or maybe even during the beginning of the season. But yeah, I really don't know how Laurie Markkanen's fit is going to be on this team. That's why I have him because we just don't know what his role is going to be.
This Cavs team, I had to think about this one because this Cavs team is so interesting. But I have Jared Allen. When Jared Allen is rim protecting, he is arguably one of the best shot blockers in the league. And sometimes Jared Allen just doesn't show enough effort at times on the offensive end, and which is why this Cavs team, and not only like in general, Jared Allen isn't regarded as a top 10 big at times, is because of the lack of effort he puts on the offensive end.
I mean center?
Yes, Jared Allen.
Because you said big, because like.
Well, okay, he's basically a center, but I classify him as a big.
No, he's a big, but I mean, like, no shit, he's not a top 10 big. Like, there's no way.
Yes, no, he is not a top 10 big. But I'm just saying, like, it's because of the lack of effort he puts in the offensive end. And sometimes he's also lackluster on the defensive end at time. But when he's at his best, he's a shot blocker. He'll block any shot. He's blocked LeBron before. So, yeah, I have Jared Allen as my X factor.
For this one, I have Laurie Markkanen. With the Bulls, we didn't really know what to expect every single year. His rookie season, this is glitching. His rookie season, he averaged 15. Then he averaged 18. We all thought he was going to take some more leaps, but then he dropped it down to 14. Then just last season, he averaged less than 14 points. So I really don't know what to expect out of him anymore, especially now in Cleveland. We don't really know, like Suha said, we don't really know if he's going to be starting coming off the bench or anything with all the bigs that they have on that team. So it's going to be interesting to see what Cleveland does with Laurie Markkanen. But in the end, I mean, I thought maybe if you're coming from a team like the Bulls, you would want to go to a winning team. But in this case, you're going to probably stay losing a bit with Cleveland. But I have Laurie Markkanen being the X factor for this Cleveland team because nobody really knows what is going to happen with him this season.
This next one should be easy. I think we should all have the same one. Hudson, who do you have for the Mavericks?
Mavericks, I have Porzingis.
We don't have Porzingis, or
yeah, everybody should.
Yeah.
Wait. Why did we move to the West?
It's going in
alphabetical
alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you have Porzingis for the Mavericks?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so yeah, I mean, we don't have to say much about Porzingis. If he plays like we know he can, then this team will be different. So I mean, that's all we have to say. And then the Nuggets should also be pretty easy.
Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Michael Porter Jr. If he's poised to take a big step. Pistons, Darian, who do you have for the Pistons?
I'm between two guys. Because like they become insane in 2K. So that could mess with me a bit. It's between Hayes and Stewart for me. But I'm gonna go Killian Hayes. He had like an underwhelming rookie season. I think he's gonna be pretty good. And he's playing behind Cade, I guess, because Cade's point guard. I don't know if Stewart's.
They're playing together.
Oh, so he's starting. Okay, yeah. Okay, so
Hayes and Cade are starting at the two. They're
the two
both
guards,
backcourt. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'll go with Hayes. I think he's gonna be a solid player beside Cade as well. And yeah, I hope he does well I hope he does well. I know Suas does too because he's a Pistons fan. Not really a Pistons fan, but he's from Detroit or from Michigan. So yeah.
Got Killian Hayes as well. He had a pretty injury hit rookie season, so I mean, like at the worst, he's gonna be better than what he was last season. So I really like Killian Hayes, man. When I see Killian Hayes, when I saw him play, like his games and stuff, like he reminded me a lot of Dragic. Like his tendencies are so similar. I hope he can get to that level. I don't know if he will, but I'm high on Killian Hayes. But I just have to see him play because he only played like 20 games in his rookie season, so I have him.
Yeah, for the Pistons, I was kind of between actually Hayes and Cade, but in the end, I kind of just chose Hayes because I feel like Cade, he's a rookie, so we're not really expecting the most out of him. But in the end, I for some reason I felt like Killian Hayes played less than 20 games, but now I guess he only played 26. But yeah, I think had that hip injury or something like that. He was out for basically his whole entire rookie season. But
yeah, he came back at the end of the season.
Yeah. But I think he looked a bit promising in those couple games that he played. But in the end, I hope that he can come back strong and be well for this Pistons team. He was their 7th overall pick, I want to say, and maybe not. I think
yes.
7th. Yeah. So it's going to be him and Cade, obviously, in that backcourt. Should be an exciting duo to watch because we haven't watched Hayes obviously since early in his rookie season. So. Should be fun to watch him. Hope he can come back strong, but he definitely is probably going to be this team's X factor for the season.
Tatus, who do you have for the Pistons?
For the Pistons, I would say Jeremy Grant. I mean, like I really can't go anywhere else. But I feel like with Grant, he's if this team is regardless trash, Cade is gonna do his thing. But I feel like if Grant can contribute, I mean, they can still do something. I mean, you can't really say much about this Pistons team, but I'll
maybe like compete with Boston for the 7th seed.
Shut your fucking mouth up. I'll go with Jeremy Grant. So,
all right, this next one should be pretty easy too. I think. Hudson, who do you have for the Warriors?
Okay, sorry. For the Warriors, I'm not sure if we all have the same person, but I have Clay. Is it Clay?
I have Clay.
No, I don't have Clay.
I have Clay.
Yeah, I have Clay also.
Okay,
who do you guys
Tatus, who do you have? I'll go last. Tatus, who do you have?
I had what's his face? Wiggins.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I feel like the thing with Wiggins is he either gives you 20 a night or he gives you 5 and just does nothing. Like there's no either or with Wiggins.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's either he balls out or he just sells everything.
Oh, I think Wiggins is an extremely underrated defender. He's like quite good. I think he's a really good player. Actually, I think he's gotten a lot better since he was on Minnesota. I think he fits well with Curry and Clay because he can defend well. He can kind of shoot. He's just a little inconsistent at times. He got vaccinated, so obviously he's committed, and he's gonna play their games. And he's a good. I think, bro, Curry, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and Wiseman is a really good starting 5. There's youth, there's experience, there's fluidity, and
then you get to their bench.
Oh no, okay, listen. The other guy I was gonna consider was Poole because I think
Juan Toscano Anderson.
Jordan Poole's really good though.
JTA, yeah.
Echo Mulder.
No, they have they got they got Iguodala, bro. They literally have Iguodala.
Oh, wow.
Looney Tunes.
Fucking
Did they
wash
not
that.
sign anyone? Oh, they got
Wash
Otto
that
Porter,
Iguodala.
bro. They got Otto Porter.
Yeah, Otto
He'll
Porter's
play.
a
He'll play.
contender for
He'll play
most
one
improved.
game and then he'll play one game and then be out for the season.
Yeah. With all
Like
the
Gordon
boys.
Hayward, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Darian, who do you have for the Rockets?
Wait, let me just scratch this one off. What team was that?
Warriors.
Warriors. Okay, what was the team? Rockets.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, guys. You know who I mess with on the Rockets.
Christian
yeah,
Wood.
It's gotta be Christian Wood. Listen,
How is he
man.
an X factor, bro?
Because first of all, step one is to stay healthy. Step two, a lot of people think it was he had a fluke season last season. David is one of those people. He doesn't think he'll be good. Christian Wood will literally
Oh,
be
he
an
won't.
all-star.
He won't be an all-star, but I think he'll be good. He'll be okay.
I think he's the X
I just
factor
don't think he'll
because
he won't get the shots, bro. He was just fucking.
No, he better get the shots because he's the best player. Like, listen, everyone's hyping up these guards, bro. This fucking Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr. Who else is there? Like,
My
who?
X factor is Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, same.
He's like, bro, I got him in fantasy. Like,
You agree?
And
Yeah.
also
Should we do
Kevin
fantasy
Porter?
drafts already? I haven't
The
even
thing
done
with Kevin Porter Jr. is he can be your he can be the number one option.
Kevin
on that
Porter
team.
Jr.
He can
Who,
also
bro?
be
He's a
unreliable
bucket.
and non-existent at times.
Okay, who?
Like there were games last year where he had like 3 to 4 points, and then there was games that he had like the 50-point game.
50-point, yeah.
Yeah,
He can definitely hoop.
He's
He just has to.
up and down.
buddy, he's gonna average a double. Like, I think he'll have 10. Okay, maybe not 10 assists, but he'll have like 8
Won't have
assists.
10
That's
assists.
why I got him in fantasy. But he's not the X factor in my opinion.
All right, Hudson, who do you have for Pacers?
Pacers, hold up. Let me check quickly. For the Pacers, I have Brogdon. He could be, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's traded before the deadline.
Brogdon?
Yeah, I feel like he's this team's kind of, I mean, obviously he's that point guard on the team. There's no really star on this team. There's no superstar on this team. Every single player in that starting lineup is honestly, I would consider at least a star, a borderline star. Brogdon, LeVert, Warren, Sabonis, and Turner. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Brogdon is traded. He's an underrated player in this league, honestly, and I feel like he's going to be this team's X factor this season.
I tell you this, who do you have?
Dude, I don't care about this Pacers team at all.
I think you and I have the same one.
If I had to give an X factor, I'd say T.J. Warren.
Yes, I have the same one.
Because he's coming off an injury, but this mediocre trash heap of a team, in my opinion, isn't doing shit. So,
the Pacers.
I don't even care. T.J. Warren, he'll give you 20 maybe, or he'll maybe drop a dud. That's basically what he is. But this team isn't doing shit anyway. So, go ahead, Darian.
T.J. Warren is before he goes. T.J. Warren.
Yeah.
T.J. Warren is like, he's not all that. I don't think he's all that. He's all right, but he's the one player in their starting lineup that I think is a weak link. So if he does anything, then it's a dub for them. I think LeVert is good, Brogdon is good, Sabonis and Turner are good. T.J. Warren's head got too big for his game. So
listen, guys, all right. So I know Suaz hates Warren because he like beef with Jimmy Butler, and like Suaz has like a sexual relationship with Jimmy Butler, and like I know like Tate is mad at, like,
I've always hated T.J. Warren, even since college. He bro. T.J. Warren does not pass for shit, bro. I hate players like that. He'll take his shots, but
like MJ.
But MJ passed though. T.J. Warren went to MC. He was ass at NC State, bro. They just probably saw.
Tate just hates him because like he's a Boston fan and he basically hates every single human. So I just said PG for the Clippers. That's a horrible pick. Anyways, so I have also I don't think your X factor can be someone who's like out indefinitely. TJ Warren got a setback on a broken foot. I've never seen someone with a broken foot out this long.
He's back, bro.
No, he's not back. He got a setback. Look, you can. It was like 2 weeks.
Your
ago.
X factor was Patrick Williams.
No, but he's gonna be back for the season.
Oh, he's not gonna play at the start of the season.
It was like 46 weeks, like 2 weeks ago, and the season starts in 2 weeks. So he'll be back.
Rick Carlisle said TJ Warren will be out for a couple of weeks. I'm looking at IndyStar.com.
Next couple of weeks. Well, that can mean anything. Anyways, I have LeVert. I think we haven't seen enough of LeVert on Indiana to see what impact he can actually have. Like Indiana's been mediocre all this time with basically the same core. I don't think you could say Brogdon because he's usually consistent and he's like at times their best player. I think
We got
LeVert,
we got TJ Warren because we don't know if he can stay healthy.
yeah. Well, LeVert, I think he has like a back issue now too. So like, I don't know with LeVert. I think he's a really good player. I think maybe Indiana can do something if they can all stay healthy because I like their lineup a lot, and I think they have like decent depth too. TJ McConnell solid. Justin Holiday solid. I don't know anyone else. Oh, they lost Doug McDermott. Anyways, and they have a good coach now. So yeah.
We have.
I
Never mind.
yeah. Yeah. So I have LeVert, and
Yeah,
I'll
for the
say my
Clippers.
next one. Yeah. Wait. Let me scratch out Indy. I have Batum.
Doesn't have Paul George.
Yeah, I know it's really stupid. I have Batum because I think he's their most underrated player. I don't think Reggie Jackson's gonna have what he did in the playoffs, but I think Batum's gonna be their second best player this season. Not stats wise, but like impact wise, because he's gonna average high assists, high rebounds, decent points. He'll be efficient, so I think he's their X factor because he controls everything basically. Because there's a bunch of scrubs on the Clippers, severely overrated team, but I think Batum's a bright spot on that team.
I definitely disagree. I do not think it's Batum. I don't even know if Batum's their third best player, to be honest with you. I have Terrence Mann, my boy.
Same dog.
It's Terrence Mann, man. Terrence Mann. I think Terrence Mann will be their second best player without Kawhi. Deadass. I think he's gonna take a jump for sure.
I have Mook.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
But regardless, like Terrence Mann, like he either has an impact or he's in the doghouse at times. Like
He's
there's
usually in
no
the
either
doghouse,
or.
dog shit. But this is in the 2021 playoffs. Okay, he's not that good.
Okay.
He's
In
better
the
than
playoffs,
Batum.
he did drop what 39,
No.
I think it was.
Terrence Mann is
Yeah.
better than Batum, bro.
Oh, he dropped 29, and the Clippers barely beat the Jazz. Like if he didn't drop 39,
Okay, that was without their best
That was
player
without
too.
Kawhi. Yeah.
bro,
Then
nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everyone was injured, bro.
we'll talk about the team that. Let's talk about the Lakers. Hudson's not here. I have Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, me too.
I don't have Russell Westbrook.
Can I guess who you have?
As Anthony
Yes,
Davis.
you may guess.
Oh, you have AD.
No, I don't either.
Okay. I think you have. It's not LeBron.
It's
I don't think
Kendrick
it's a
Nunn.
No, it won't be Kendrick Nunn either. I think it's THT.
No.
Buddy, who was it, bro? You can say like Rob Pelinka.
Carmelo.
Okay. I disagree, but okay.
Here's the thing about Carmelo. Like he's that extra scoring punch. Besides like on days that Westbrook isn't shooting it well, or LeBron's having a shitty night, or Anthony Day-to-Day Davis is injured. Like
every game.
Like every game. Carmelo will pick up the slack off the bench. A very reliable scorer, but at times Carmelo is also invisible. So yeah, that's why he's my X factor.
All right,
So Russ is my X factor because he's gonna either be amazing or shit. So
yeah, me too. I got Russ as well. All right, Hudson, who's your X factor for the Lakers?
Yeah, I've Russ because honestly, I mean, like
yeah?
I said, he's gonna be either be great or bad, but he can't do anything without the ball in his hands.
Why do you have Paul George for the Clippers?
Because literally their whole entire season lies on his hands.
It's the same thing with Beal. Same thing with basically Trae Young. Same thing with like Giannis.
But this is different because his top player
Embiid.
is out for like most of the season. He's gonna have to get them wins.
Who do you have for the Grizzlies?
Oh, for the Grizzlies, let me go back to my notes quickly.
I'll just go. I'll just go. Screw you. I have Jaren Jackson Jr.
I have him too.
I also have Jaren Jackson Jr.
So that's pretty self-explanatory, right? If he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
He's also a beast in fantasy, especially when you're punting assists.
All right, great.
All right, Hudson, who you have for the Heat?
For the Heat, I have Tyler Hero.
My X factor. My X factor.
Huh?
I
have Victor Oladipo.
I completely disagree with that too.
Oladipo's gonna be out till like Is it
No,
like
that's-
December now?
That's why he's the X factor.
I feel like when he with his return date has changed
That's what-
every single week.
Just said
Bro, he's always hurt.
he just said it's gonna be fucking January.
That's okay. I don't think it can be.
Okay, because
Listen, man,
I heard he would be back in like November or December or something, and then
I don't
like
think
March.
Oladipo's gonna have
and
that
then-
impact.
Bro, that was his doctor, bro.
Yeah, well,
Oladipo's
I
gonna
would
have
think
that
his
impact.
doctor knows something.
No, but
about
his
him,
doctor's not
so-
gonna play him, bro. The Heat are not gonna play him in November, even if he's clear. They're gonna use him in.
Well, yeah, but like I thought maybe like
Nobody
December
fucking
or
cares,
something.
guys. Nobody cares. Tatus, who's your Heat player?
It's just surprising. I don't know if you'll have him, Darian. Have PJ Tucker.
Okay.
I feel like
like
that's a reasonable.
That's a good
person to
pick.
have.
That's a good pick. That's a good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because Tucker gives you that defense at times, and sometimes he'll hit you with 3-pointer. Or sometimes, if he gets hot in the corner, like, he's a big X factor.
That's the
like-
only place you can get hot.
Yeah, that's the only. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he sits in the corner at times and he gets hot, like,
That's all we
That's
need
a
this
big
man to do,
W,
bro.
like-
As long as he doesn't do what fucking Ariza did for us last year, I'd be happy.
I mean, the Lakers
Fucking
starting power forward.
bricked everything, bro. Who do you
oh, wait,
have?
is Ariza starting for the Lakers?
No, there's no way.
No,
If
no,
he is
he
there,
is.
if he is, they're in trouble. I'll tell you that
I
right
think
now.
I think they're starting this season.
Ariza's
It's a reason.
starting for the. Dude, I promise you, bro.
Step it up.
I
The
promise
shit.
you, Darian.
Just give the ring
Every
to the Nets.
single team is gonna target Ariza.
No, I think
one-on-one.
he's a good defender. He's a good defender.
What?
35-year-old Ariza.
Yeah,
Our entire lineup is like 35 years old. No, I think we're gonna start Monk. I think he's a really good shooter. I think we're gonna start him.
So
Who's gonna start? He was gonna start anyway,
I
bro.
think it'll be Russ, Monk, LeBron, AD, Dwight.
Ellington, no.
No, I think
So AD's not playing the 5.
Not to start because I think we want to play DeAndre Jordan too, so we can't start AD at the 5.
That's literally
No,
like the worst
ended
shooting
fine.
lineup in NBA history.
Y'all got
Oh,
some
it is,
shit-
it is.
y'all got some problems.
If we start Trevor Ariza, it's the same thing, and we're not gonna start Melo, so it wouldn't really make a difference.
Alright, moving on to the next team.
Wait, I
Wait,
didn't say mine.
give your. I didn't even. Yeah, give your X factor.
Wait, sorry, what team was this?
Heat.
I forgot.
Heat.
Oh, he. Okay,
No.
yeah. I
Oh,
know
yeah.
who you guys think I have. Like, you guys must think I have Lowry. Okay. I do
I
not
was
have
gonna put Lowry.
I have Duncan. I think he needs
Alright,
to.
alright,
become-
next pick.
Okay, so I think he needs to actually be a good defender because like he's like alone. Like he's like in the starting lineup. If he's starting, he's like the worst defender by far. He needs to improve his defense, and he needs to make
Sleep.
shots. If he doesn't make
Check
shots,
his
he's completely useless.
go check his defensive rating last year.
No, bro, you can tell that he's not a great
You
defender.
can see through the
Also,
offseason he's gonna be an improved defender next season.
This,
I mean, then you can
Duncan's
see through the
gonna
offseason
lock
Ben
up.
Simmons gonna be a
Duncan's
three-point
gonna
shooter,
lock
so-
up, bro. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
he's just assigned on other shooters.
If he can't shoot threes, if that's what I'm saying, if he's inconsistent from three,
You saw that workout where
He's not
Duncan,
gonna be
you
inconsistent
saw that
from
you
three.
saw that workout where Duncan was like locking up Dinwiddie, bro. That shit was
you
so.
see that you see the workout where Ben Simmons was banging threes, which is every
Ben
single
Simmons
thing he
doesn't
posts.
take threes.
Yeah,
bro.
but that's every single
What if he
year.
does? What if he does? Well, Duncan Robinson doesn't defend well.
He does.
Never
He did
seen it.
last year.
Who's
I mean,
he gonna
you-
hit threes for?
We don't watch Heat games, bro. It's fine. All right.
We'll get into that at the end.
Milwaukee Bucks. Who do you have?
Who?
Interview. Yeah, who do you have for the Bucks?
I have Dante DiVincenzo.
I have DiVincenzo.
I also have DiVincenzo as well.
Yeah, I did too.
So you did not have fucking DiVincenzo. All right.
There's no way Hudson has DiVincenzo.
I can send you
Yeah.
the list right
How do
now.
you spell it?
All right. Next team.
I
Hudson. Who
wrote
do you
down
have?
his name. I didn't search it up.
Okay, Hudson. Who do you have for the Timberwolves?
For the Timberwolves, let me check my thing. It was either to me between Malik Beasley or Jaden McDaniels. I wrote down two names because I didn't really know, so I'm gonna pick right now. And I'll probably say McDaniels. I'm a fan of. I said before, I'm a fan of this Timberwolves lineup, and I think this season, Jaden McDaniels is going to be able to take a big leap. I think he's starting at. He's coming off the bench, or is he starting at the 3?
He's starting at the 4.
You love the lineup that you have no idea of.
Yeah, he's starting at the 4, bro.
At the 4? No, just the players on that lineup. But I don't know the starting lineup yet. But if he's starting at the 4, he's gonna do. He's definitely not. I think he's a young player that's going to be able to take a big leap this season, and I think a lot of the games that he's going to be able to take shots and heat up, I feel like will be relying on him.
Who do you have?
Yeah, so for the Timberwolves, this is a kind of surprising fact. Maybe, I don't know, you guys might be surprised. I have D'Angelo Russell.
I have D'Angelo Russell.
Me too. I have D'Lo as well.
The thing is that D'Lo can, if he's 2018 All-Star D'Lo, like that's the best D'Lo you could have. But there's also the D'Lo that goes silent sometimes. There's also the D'Lo that gets hurt sometimes.
I thought about it.
You just never know with this guy. So
I thought about it.
Yeah, that's
differently,
why he's
bro.
my X factor.
D'Lo's the X factor in getting Ben Simmons.
You think they're gonna trade him for Ben Simmons?
I think they should. I think that's.
I doubt it. I think they can get him without. I think they can get Ben Simmons without trading D'Lo.
No, they can't, bro. There's no way. Who the fuck are they gonna give up? Patrick Beverly.
No, if Timberwolves get
Daniels?
Simmons, it's gonna have to be with D'Lo.
No, it won't have to be. Listen,
It will 100% have to be. 100%.
They'll have to
There's
give up
no
Beverly
way.
probably. Beverly's probably a cap filler they'll have to give up.
Okay, they'll have to give Malik Beasley, McDaniels.
Sixers.
The Sixers wanted your
Sixers are
three
not
best
taking that
players
shit.
plus your 4th overall pick.
Sixers are not taking
What?
that shit. The Sixers are not taking
Bro,
Malik Beasley as a star.
Beasley, McDaniels, picks, they'll take it.
It's not a good trade, bro. Sixers.
I'll take that.
What are they gonna
take
do
the
with
Raptors
McDaniels and?
Listen,
We'll talk about Ben Simmons later in this video.
Right, is that my turn?
Who do you have for the Pelicans?
Oh, me. Okay, I have. Is it Hudson or me?
You, Darian.
I have Nikhil Alexander-Walker. I think Suwas does too.
No, because I know he's gonna be good. So I have Devontae Graham.
That's a good pick. I have Alexander Walker because I think he should take a big step up. Is he gonna start?
Yeah, he will.
Devontae? Yeah, he
So
started
I-
at two.
At the two.
He's
Okay.
like a lanky ass guard, so I think he'll do well.
I just have Devontae because, like, bro, like last year was disappointing. I think compared to like the year
Yeah.
before. Man.
No, I literally told you guys in 29 or whatever in that season where he popped off with the Hornets. I didn't think it was gonna fully be like a one-time wonder, but I didn't think he was gonna play as good as the next season as he did
They
that
got
season.
fucking LaMelo,
You guys
so no
thought I
shit
was
he gonna
crazy
play as
for
good.
saying that.
I don't remember, but they got LaMelo, so it's kind of obvious that he wouldn't play as good.
Yeah, I would never debate about fucking Devontae Graham. I don't give a shit about him. So I was not me who disagreed with you.
I think
Just-
Hudson was like disagreeing with.
I just have.
third
I
No,
just-
personality.
definitely everybody
I
else
just-
saying that he
I
wasn't
just have
just
him.
the one.
I literally just have him for my X factor because I don't know what I'm gonna get for him.
Hudson, do you have like personality disorder or some shit? Like, do you like argue with your?
So
different
who do you have?
personalities?
You have Devontae Graham too?
Wait, why did
No,
I get
I have
skipped?
Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Oh, Tatus, who do you have?
I have Josh Hart.
That's a
Like
good
I feel
pick.
like Hart's gonna take a step up, but he's also very inconsistent at times. He could give you that 3-and-D defense. He can hit you that corner three, but again, just an X factor. So yeah.
All right. So you also have Nikhil Alexander-Walker, right?
Who? Me?
I'm talking about
Hudson.
Hudson.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I do.
Who do you have for the Knicks, Hudson?
For the Knicks, I have RJ Barrett. I think he's gonna be able to take that leap. What did he average last season? Like he had to average at least 18, right?
Wait, there's only one right answer for the Knicks, I think.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Hudson. It's Kemba Walker.
It is Kemba Walker.
I have
It's
Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker. Burnt up, trash ass Kemba Walker is your X
He's
factor.
he's trash when he's off the Celtics. Eh? When he's on the
No,
Celtics.
Yes!
no. Tatus
He
hated him when
was
he was on the
trash
Celtics.
last year, bro. He literally He literally
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The
he saved
one
y'all
game-
against the Raptors.
He was
saved
in-
you guys against the Raptors.
He was
He's
injured
sort
for
of
a
smart,
little.
but he saved you.
Let me tell you something, okay? The thing with
Hey,
Kemba Walker
Kemba
is he
Pop-
can get
every-
you 20 plus a night, but there's also nights he can be 4 of like 15 shooting. Like that's
Every
the
time-
struggle of Kemba Walker.
Every time y'all played the Heat, Kemba Walker tore our ass up, bro. Every time, bro. He was the one guy that we could not stop.
Oh,
But there's nights that he just looks pathetic, and
Probably
just
because
hate
Kendrick Nunn was guarding him, but still, like.
Oh, no, Kendrick Nunn's a good defender, bro. What are you saying?
Oh, he's
really
not.
all-NBA caliber.
What
Dude,
the hell?
Dude, okay.
Did you watch the preseason though? Did you watch the preseason? He literally strapped up
No.
Bruce Brown.
Nobody
The best
watched that.
offensive player on the
Bruce
night.
Brown cannot score for
Yes, that's
shit.
why he gave up 133 points today.
Bruce Brown, bro.
Bro, I'm kidding.
I-
Relax. Jesus Christ. Why do you think I named the worst offensive player on the Nets?
No, Devon Carter was.
He's not the
Oh.
worst.
Yes, he is, bro.
He's like the oldest 26-year-old I've ever seen in my life, except for like Kendrick Perkins. Bro,
No
like-
way, he's only 26.
Bro.
He
Kendrick
was
Perkins
just
is, like,
he just came,
35.
he came into the he was in the 2018 draft. for West
Bro,
Virginia.
Kendrick Perkins is 35, looking like 50, bro.
There's no way Perkins is. Oh my god, I
He's
need to.
36, bro. He's younger than LeBron.
He's 36.
Kendrick
No,
Perkins.
no,
Perkins is
that's-
36.
He's
Nah,
slightly,
you-
he's up.
No,
Kendrick
he's like
Perkins-
40.
No, he's
No, he's a
36.
month older than LeBron.
No, I thought he was
He's
like
36, bro.
45.
Kendrick Perkins he got drafted in the same year as LeBron, and he came out of high school.
Jesus.
What a
More you
stud.
know.
He came out of high school, had an amazing career of getting postered.
Um,
Stud.
And then became a top NBA reporter.
Brian, who do you have for Oklahoma City?
I have Baisley.
I have my boy Basie.
Yeah, I have Baisley too.
I don't have Baisley. Wait.
Is it Lou Dort?
It is not Lou Dort.
How would it be like the shittiest offensive player?
What,
on the
is
team?
it Poku?
It is
Because he's the best
Pokusevsky.
defensive
Yeah, I
player.
knew.
Oh,
Poku.
Poku.
I was gonna put Poku, but I don't think so.
No, but here's the thing. Poku,
Poku
like,
could be
if
really
he plays
good.
like the demigod he is, like, he's unstoppable, bro.
scrawny. Scrawny.
Nah, he could be a great player though.
I don't think so.
Um,
I think he's reached.
I
his-
really like
his-
Poku.
I think he's peaked.
He's peaked.
Oh, he ain't even
I
played.
mean,
He played like 2 NBA games.
Yeah, that.
Exactly. That was his peak.
What do
I
you
think he's gonna be like a four. He's gonna be like a what is it called? Like he can play in another country and be like a.
All right, that's some
Yeah.
bullshit. But all right, Hudson, who do you have for the Magic?
For the Magic, let me check. I have Markel full. Anybody else have
Oh,
full?
isn't he fucking injured?
No, bro. I can understand it. That's what an X factor is.
He's gonna be back. It
'Cause I
depends.
damn near put Jamal.
The
I
X
damn,
factor.
I,
The X
I damn
factor.
near put Jamal Murray for the fucking Nuggets because if he comes back,
He's out to like March though.
Jamal Murray.
Look at
No,
look how
he
fucking
got injured in the. When did he get injured last year?
He tore his ACL in January, I think.
There's no
Hold
way
on.
it was January. It was in 2020.
Anyways, for
Oh,
the
bro, it was in
Magic,
Jan- the season started in December.
All right.
22nd.
Say the studio.
yeah, I have Jonathan Isaac. I mean, I think this should be a no-brainer pick.
Yeah, I
though,
have
like,
Jonathan Isaac too.
I have
coming off
Mo
of
Bamba.
the injuries. We don't know how he's gonna play, but we know he can be a deep boy type guy.
It's actually
We
Jonathan
know
Isaac's
he's-
birthday today.
We know he's defensive player caliber. He's
Shout
an
out
all
John
NBA
Isaac.
defensive type guy.
Okay, so
but he's been very injured. So
Okay,
So
it was.
I have their timetable. So, according to the Athletic, there's no actual like actual timetable, but Isaac will participate return prior to Fultz because he'll participate in contact drills, but Fultz is not ready yet. He will not see any contact throughout camp.
Okay, so he's a little fucked. I told you it was in January, Hudson.
Yeah, I mean, like 6 days into the year.
Yes, Hudson. But ACL's like what is it? Like actually, well, it depends on how he goes. Like he can be back by January, I guess, if it's like 12 months.
Darian, you had Mo Bamba?
Knee surgery on the 20th.
Yeah, I do have Mo Bamba. I think he should have done better before. I think he's been underwhelming, but I think eventually he's gonna have to become good. And he's a really good shot blocker, I guess.
I knew that man was a fucking bust since I saw him, bro.
See, this is what I'm saying. It's too early to call him a bust because he still has a lot. He's on a shit team, so it's like his chance too. And Wendell Carter sucks. So like, this is
Wendell
a
Carter's
perfect-
better than him, bro.
No, he won't. He's right now, but I think they should start Mwamba.
I don't
I think they should
Mo Bamba's
see his
all right.
potential through.
All right, Sixers. We should all have the same one. Come on.
Wait. Let me look at it first. I have Tyrese Maxey.
There's no way.
I have Ben Simmons. No explanation.
I have Ben Simmons. I'm going to
What?
play on the Sixers.
Because it depends on
That's
who
why
they get
he's
back.
on.
That's why it depends on who they get back for him.
No, I don't think it's bad. I think it's
I had
because they don't
Tyrese
have-
Maxey too,
Yeah.
Darian. So
They don't have Ben Simmons, so they have like Tyrese
Tyrese Maxey- He's a-
Tyrese Maxey is going to be the starting point guard if Ben
Yeah.
Simmons gets traded. So
Unless they trade for
Tyrese
another
Maxey.
point
If
guard.
Tyrese Maxey is a starting point guard, they're in some trouble.
No, they
Yeah,
are.
I mean they could trade for D'Lo or
I
trade
like
for.
I like Tyrese Maxey.
Deadly.
I like
Hey,
Tyrese
buddy.
Maxey, but he's a sixth man.
Wait,
Not
did
a
you say
starter.
Buddy Hield at point guard, Hudson? I hope you didn't say Buddy Hield at point guard.
No, I said that they could if they make a good trade with a team like the Timberwolves, they can get back D'Lo.
D'Lo?
Could
Is
be
it
their
D'Lo
start.
or?
I said D'Lo.
All right. Phoenix Suns. Listen,
Me?
Yes, you are Hudson.
I have DeAndre Ayton for. I'm rethinking right when I say that.
Yeah, you should rethink. That's a shit pick.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know why I actually put down Aiden. I'm thinking Mikal Bridges. He's going to be that 3-and-D guy. I feel like he's more. He showed in the playoffs last season and just last season in general that he's more than just a 3-and-D player that we all considered him to be. And I feel like he's going to be improving that more and more throughout.
And he's up for a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go with Cam Johnson.
I have Cam Johnson as well.
I think Cam Johnson can play. He's a great shooter. I watch this man at UNC all the time. I love Cam Johnson just because of his shooting, and I feel like he could be a real deal. He could be the sixth man off the bench for this team. That's how good I think he can be. But there's also nights where he'll have a bad shooting night. Like it's just the way sometimes Cam Johnson plays. It depends on if he gets shots either. Sometimes he doesn't get that shot. He doesn't get shots, especially with that team. So I mean, we'll see.
You know who I thought was going to be really good after he went to UNC? Nasir Little. He's my X.
Okay, here's the thing with Nasir Little.
He's my X factor for the Blazers. He's my X factor for the Blazers.
Mine is I have Norman Powell.
I also have Norman Powell.
I wanted the Heat to take Nasir Little, bro. That's how when we took Hero, I wanted Nasir Little. I know, I was so wrong about him. And I also really like Justin Jackson too, for UNC.
He's also Buns.
Yeah, Justin Jackson was one of my favorite players too, coming out of UNC.
Oh, so
he's like a nobody now.
So who do you have for the Portland Trailblazers?
Honestly, I put Dame not really because of not because of him playing, but just because of rumors that have been going around. He was the last.
Bro, Dame's not leaving.
He just announced that he's staying.
Bro, Dame's not going to request a trade. Dame's the last player who would request it. He'd wait till the offseason or something.
Just announced that he's staying, bro. He said Rip City.
Why the fuck would he make an Instagram post and then leave? Like, Dame's not that type of person, bro. Like, he'll literally retire with the Trailblazers, like just to not leave them. Like, he's like that.
Wait, and who did you guys have for the Trailblazers?
I had Norman Powell.
I had Norman Powell.
Norman Powell, yeah, okay.
Lillard been doing this here for a decade strong.
All right, Kings. I have Marvin Bagley.
Me too.
Yeah, I think
I have Marvin Bagley too.
All right, cool. Spurs. Keldon Johnson.
Can the Spurs fan go first?
Spurs. I don't give a shit.
But why are you disrespecting the best team in the West, bro?
Shit, who their X factors.
Listen, bro, I'm a Spurs fan, so I can answer.
You know their X factor is Greg Popovich. Okay, we're gonna see how bad he gives up on this team within a month. Okay.
I have Keldon Johnson.
Hudson.
I had Keldon Johnson too for this one.
I have one of the best fantasy guards in all of 2K, in all of fantasy, and his name goes by Derek White. So he's gonna have an insane year as long as he stays healthy.
I can hate Derek White, bro.
I can tell. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the Spurs at 13. Sorry. Yeah,
Derek 13. White is so dog shit, bro. I hope he gets traded.
He's so good. What?
I hope Derek White gets traded, bro. I do not want to see him with the Spurs. I think the Spurs have to move on.
No, I think the Spurs, him and DeJounte, literally perfect defensive and offensive duo. DeJounte, he's their best player, so I can't really put their best player.
Who?
Derek White, fuck out of here, bro.
No, but I'm saying who else?
I mean, who else?
Who's their best player?
DeJounte Murray.
Did you not just say that DeJounte Murray is not their best player?
Oh, I said he is their best player. That's why I couldn't put him.
Oh.
Right, yeah, Derek White, get your ass out of there. Let Lonnie Walker start.
You think Derek White? Bro, Derek White, if you're listening, I want a signed jersey, bro.
I think we're gonna get to. I think Derek White. Okay.
I think Derek White. Okay.
Who do you have for the Raptors?
I'll go last.
I have Siakam.
Okay, that's solid because he's injured. I get it. And because he's been buns recently. Tejas.
For who?
Raptors.
Huh. You know what?
Team is so ass. The team is so ass.
They are so ass.
The team is so bad. Like I don't even.
What is wrong with you guys? Better than the Clippers.
No.
They are better. Yeah, they are.
So you know what?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's ask the Raptors and the Clippers fan what he thinks.
He's the Clippers are like a 3 seed, so I was going to say the Clippers.
I'm gonna take OG Anunoby as my
Yeah.
X factor
Solid. It's solid.
That's
I
my
like that
pick.
pick.
That's
because he can either be ass and do nothing, or he can put up 20 and 10.
I mean, no, I feel like he's gonna do good on the defensive end no matter what, but on the offensive end, he could either put up nothing or 20. He can give you great nights or bad nights, but he'll be good on the defensive end. Good anyway. He'll be good.
Raptors are a really good team. Okay, Fred, Siakam.
Who's
Gary
your X
Trent.
factor, bro? We don't
I
need
have
to
Gary
know the
Trent.
team.
I have Gary Trent.
Gary Trent.
For obvious reasons. Just gave him the shooter's bag.
Right, and then last two teams, Utah Jazz.
Washington. I have Jordan Clarkson. Bro, this was the hardest team for me to pick because there's literally like I want to pick Rudy Gay so bad, but Rudy Gay won't be that.
I had Rudy Gay.
I have Jingle Joe.
It was between those two. Listen, like it's hard for the Jazz because like their team's like basically the exact same.
Actually, I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna pick Mike Conley. I don't know if he's gonna be the same. I don't know if he's gonna be the same.
Too.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's hard. This is a hard team to pick. This was the hardest team for me to pick.
Okay, and then last team, Washington Wizards.
Dinwiddie.
All
Alright, so we all have Dinwiddie. Okay. Bro, I think Dinwiddie's gonna have a crazy year. I like him a lot. I like him with Beal a lot too.
All right. So, Tatus, who do you have? Dinwiddie.
For the I said Jingle Joe.
No, for the Wizards.
Yeah. Wait.
For the Wizards, I'm gonna go with Spencer Dinwiddie because I don't know how he's gonna play coming off of injury.
We all had Dinwiddie. So all right. So before we close out, we got to address this Ben Simmons report. So these 7 teams are still in discussions with the Sixers about Ben Simmons. Timberwolves, Cavs, Spurs, the Raptors, the Kings, the Pistons, the Pacers, and the Trailblazers. So
how the hell?
These 7 teams, according to some Sixers source named Keith Pompey, who's pretty reliable. I looked into him; he's pretty good. They're interested in Ben Simmons. So I have some trade packages. First of all, what teams you want to see Ben Simmons on? Out of these 7.
I'll go first. I'd like the Raptors. I really want him to go to the Raptors. I like the Spurs. I like Portland.
Okay.
I want to see him on the Cavs so he suffers.
That is funny.
If I wanted to see him on any team, it would probably be on a team like the Kings, honestly. I feel like him and De'Aaron Fox would be fun to watch.
Were the Kings an option? I'm pretty sure they said they don't want Simmons.
No, they were an option.
Oh, I wasn't even listening to the team.
Oh, no, they were.
Okay, they were. All right. Were the Grizzlies the team or no?
In all seriousness, I'd like to see him on a Western Conference team like the Timberwolves or Kings.
Yeah. The Timberwolves.
Maybe I know this isn't a team that wasn't mentioned, but the Clippers possibly.
No, tell me what package do the Clippers get for him, bro? Tell me.
Morris, Terrence Mann,
the Clippers
Eric Bledsoe.
Bro, why the fuck would Philly?
No, out of these 7 teams,
Bledsoe's been traded like 4 times already this offseason.
I'm fine with Simmons.
He's negative value.
I'm fine with Simmons on any of these teams except for Cleveland or Detroit. I think those teams are absolute ass fits for him.
I know he's from Detroit.
Detroit's trading for him though. After
Detroit, you have Killian and Cade. You're not gonna have. You don't need Ben Simmons.
Yeah, there's no way Detroit's trading for him.
And the Cavs, why? You just have if you want, you're not gonna play my point guards. You have Garland. You have
trade Sexton for Simmons.
Yeah, no, they're gonna have to trade Sexton, but you still have Garland.
They would trade Sexton for Simmons in a heartbeat.
It would be like Sexton and Love or something. I'm gonna get to these packages, but I think Cleveland is a bad fit. So
I think Raptors is the best fit.
I don't think Raptors is a good fit either. I forgot about the Raptors. Because you guys have Scotty Barnes. I think Scotty Barnes can be better. I think Scotty Barnes is similar in playing style to Ben Simmons. He shoots. Who would you
trade away? Who would you trade away for Ben Simmons? I want to hear this.
Either Fred or Siakam.
So this trade package.
It's not going to be Red.
This trade package, according to this website, says Raptors get Ben Simmons. 76ers get Fred VanVleet, Goran Dragic, Precious Achiuwa, and 2 future firsts.
Instead of Precious, I'd give Chris Boucher and I'd do that.
What? Why do you like Precious over Chris Boucher? I like Boucher better than.
Boucher's old. He's old.
No, he's not. Isn't he like 26 or something?
Precious
Boucher, I
is
think
Precious is 21.
No, I mean
Boucher's
Boucher is
28.
26.
Boucher's 28. He's 28, bro.
What?
Precious is 22. Sorry, he's 22, not 21.
Yeah, I'd rather have Precious than Boucher for sure. He
So
fits
you
our
do
team
that.
way better
So
than
you do
Ayton.
that. You do that trade. I think the Sixers would want
Yeah.
Boucher too. I don't know what they're doing with Precious. You have
Yeah.
Drummond,
And-
bro.
Yeah. I know. I do that trade. Like I'm not a delusional fan when it comes to that. Like that's a
Like
that's
this is a trade that I think Ben Simmons with the Spurs would be some shit. So he just listen to the trade that I have. I don't know, just let me know if you guys think this. I don't know about the picks, but the players, because I know the contracts match up. I have DeJounte Murray, Thaddeus Young, and Derek White.
No. Why the hell would they give DeJounte for Ben Simmons? So stupid.
Why not? Ben Simmons is better than DeJounte. I don't care what anyone says, but I know he had a bad playoffs, but he's better than DeJounte.
Yeah, he is.
He is, but you're giving him and Derek White hell. Fred VanVleet's better than Ben Simmons, but I'd still do the trade.
Look, the Spurs.
Wait,
the Spurs
the
that
reason
they would give everything.
the reason I have to put Derek White in is because of the contract, and
I wouldn't trade him though.
and
You made these trades.
I think that I made this one. The Spurs one. I just made this one. The other ones are. I think the Spurs just drafted a fucking shooting guard at 12, and they already have Lonnie Walker. So how are you gonna play all three of them?
You play Simmons at the power forward.
How are you
bro, you
gonna?
have to play my point guard.
How are you
You
gonna
have to put
play?
Simmons at point
How are
guard.
you gonna play Derek White, Lonnie Walker, and Josh Primo?
Bro, the fuck is Ben Simmons gonna do off ball?
Oh yeah, that's why I like a lineup of Simmons, Lonnie Walker, Evan Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and Pirtle is a good lineup for the future. And Pirtle is older, so they'll have to get a center. I like that core because Devin Vassell is a 3-and-D player. Keldon
I
Johnson
played
can
Doug
shoot the
McDermott
ball,
over Devin Vassell.
and they'll probably play Doug McDermott because he's older. I mean, he's more experienced, but Devin Vassell he's a very good 3. Like when I see Devin Vassell, I see Trevor Ariza, like in his prime.
You mean like so right now?
When I see anybody on the Spurs, I see people that couldn't guard Tatum on a 60-point
Bro,
night.
can you shut up, Tejas? For like no one's talking about
Oh,
Tatum right
like
now.
that 35
This
back.
Cavs trade, I think it probably just have to be Sexton and Love.
Loki, I want to see. I told you guys, I want to see Simmons on the Cavs so I can see him suffer. That would be eternal punishment for what he's done to Philly.
He hasn't done shit to Philly, bro. Philly's done shit to him.
Well, no, what he's doing right now, like.
He's not really doing that, bro.
No, here's what I'm saying. He hasn't put in the work for Philly, in my opinion. He had 4 off seasons to try and muster up a jump shot, and he
Bro, the coach literally said he's not sure if they can win a championship with him. Like, literally.
But they said that because he refused to put the work in.
No, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro.
Dude, what?
He did.
Bro,
No.
To
They're
get
both.
a jump shot.
They're both wrong. The coach, Markovic shouldn't have said that bullshit. But Ben Simmons has not done anything since his He's been an all-star, but he hasn't improved his game since his rookie year.
He's improved his game. His stats just haven't improved.
What has he done? He's
He's become a better defender.
Don't tell me
Defender.
That's a myth. He's always been the same defender. He just hasn't gotten the recognition. Ben Simmons' biggest strength coming into the draft was passing and defense.
He's a better finisher then.
I don't think so. He's always been 6'10", so I think his finishing has just been there because he's just taller than every other point guard.
I think he's always been 6'10".
Alright, bro. If he wasn't 6'10", he was 6'9". Alright, this Kings trade apparently is Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley, and 2 firsts for Ben Simmons.
Bro, the Kings would be the luckiest team of all time if they could do that trade.
I would if I'm the
Hang on.
Sixers. If I'm the Sixers, I want Harrison Barnes instead of Bagley.
Me too. It helps them more now, but
When
I'd take Buddy Hield.
When you're thinking about
I'd
the
take Buddy
Sixers,
Hield.
dude, the Sixers don't need a guy who's gonna be a fucking project. They're trying to win now. Like, what is Davion Mitchell or Bagley doing for the Sixers right now? They don't need them.
Or the
They
Kings
need
would not trade Davion anyways, but yeah, I got your point.
Trailblazers would probably be like CJ. First.
CJ.
I think that's a good trade. I like that. I can't see Dame, bro.
Oh, they're not
I
trading
mean-
Dame.
If the Blazers suck to start the season,
They won't suck. They won't suck. They won't.
If
Suck.
they
They
suck,
won't
they'll trade
suck, yes,
if
obviously,
they
but,
suck, they'll
like-
trade CJ. I think.
Yeah, they're not gonna trade. Why would they trade Dame? Dame's not gonna be the reason they suck, bro. Dame is on 5 years. They have no rush to trade or 4 years.
I would like to see Simmons on the Trailblazers just because they haven't.
That's like the last hope. Like if Simmons doesn't work with Dame, then he should move on. Like if they get Ben and that still doesn't work, if Dame still can't do.
Do you want to see Simmons on his own team?
Yeah, I do. on the Raptors. I think him and Fred VanVleet, him and Siakam would be really nice together. Actually,
Yeah, then he wouldn't be on his own team. That's the point.
no,
You have
I'd rather
Siakam.
I'd have him.
That's
as the
why I
first
said
option.
if he's with the Spurs, it's literally just him and a bunch of like guys who can shoot the ball around, and I think that's the best. I think like I don't think he's similar to Giannis as far as like mentality, but the reason that I think the Bucks became so much better than what they were before is because they got Brook Lopez instead of fucking John Henson as their starting center, because he actually just opened the lane up so much for Giannis to drive in. Right now, like Ben Simmons can't do that because Joel Embiid is in the paint.
It's kind of a confidence thing too, because like Giannis had the confidence. Ben Simmons is a little pussy bitch.
Yeah,
so.
no, yeah. That apart from that mentality, I just think that their team construction, because they didn't do much, to their team apart from adding Brook Lopez to become a 1 seed. Like they still had Chris Middleton in them. I know Chris Middleton got better.
It's like improvement.
Like I think Ben Simmons on the
And
Timberwolves would be
Holiday.
some shit, bro. Ben Simmons on the Timberwolves would be really good because Karl Anthony Towns is one of the best 3-point shooting centers of all time.
Well, percentage-wise, he's the best.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to trade D'Angelo Russell. I don't think you can get him without trading D'Angelo Russell. Like I don't think the Sixers, like Daryl Morey's not taking that shit. He's not taking Patrick Beverly.
Nice. What's next?
Oh yeah, next trade. Oh, fuck, I just lost it. Were the Pacers in this trade? Were the Pacers in discussion?
Yeah,
with
Yeah, actually, I heard Pacers. I heard Pacers.
I just can't find the trade that they put in for Pacers. What do you think the trade would be?
Brogdon.
I think the Sixers should revisit that trade of Brogdon.
Yeah, I do too.
First for
Brogdon in
Simmons.
the first.
Hey, who declined? Who declined?
Sixers.
right?
Sixers declined.
Sixers
Sixers
did.
declined.
Well, it was Brogdon and who?
And the first.
Brogdon in the first.
I would do that if I'm the Sixers.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
would
You get
too.
an actual competent point guard for Ben Simmons, who's the same age, if not younger.
They said the two sleeper teams in this deal, according to Brian Windhorst, is not really a good source in my opinion. Is the Pacers and the Nuggets.
No,
I don't think the Nuggets do it. I don't think the Nuggets trading
Ben Simmons
MPJ
would hurt the
or
Nuggets. Yeah, they're definitely not trading MPJ. It would probably be like.
It would have to
Who
be
else do they
Jamal
have?
Murray, bro. But I don't think they're trading
Yeah,
Jamal
no,
Murray.
they're
No, I
not
think
trading
Jamal
Murray
Murray-
or MPJ.
Jamal Murray fits better with Jokic than Ben Simmons would. So there's like no way I trade Jamal Murray, Ben Simmons. That's a bad trade.
Jamal Murray would play with the two best centers in the NBA within the span of 2 seasons.
I think Cat is better than Yo.
They
Joel
said
Embiid.
Malcolm Brogdon and TJ Warren for Ben Simmons.
Who?
It's way too
I
much.
do
That
that.
is way too much. That
I
is
do
way
that.
too
I
much.
do that.
Or if you were who?
If both teams.
No, there's no way Indiana's trading TJ and Brogdon. What the fuck?
TJ Warren can't stay healthy, bro.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. What? It's such a bad trade. I don't think
no.
that makes sense, like contract wise.
I mean, the Pacers just got declined for Malcolm Brogdon in a pick, so they obviously they
That
can't.
was before Ben Simmons requested a trade.
They're still not gonna do that. No, that was after, bro.
No, it was before. It was
No,
before. It was like that was a long time
It was
ago.
after the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Didn't request a trade, bro. He like officially like when he said he's not going to
Oh,
camp.
but we
that's
all
when
knew
he
he
was
was
like that.
we all knew he was gonna get traded though.
Yeah, but like
he didn't
say I'm not gonna
officially
go to camp
request
and
a
shit.
trade. I mean, yeah, because like camp wasn't close. That's why.
I don't think
bro,
he
his
I don't
value's
think
gone
he
down
needed
since
to
then.
officially request
That
it.
was on July 2nd. Bro.
This
That was
trade-
July 2nd.
This trade says CJ McCollum and Robert Covington plus a pick for Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle.
That's not Matisse. If it wasn't Matisse, it would be a good trade for Philly for sure.
I think it's a
Rocco.
better trade. I think it's a good trade. Rocco's better than Matisse.
Yeah, I know, but Matisse is young.
I don't think they need young pieces, bro.
They don't, but like after they need young
Dude,
pieces for afterwards.
Rocco comes back to the Sixers. I'm pretty sure Rocco was on the Sixers, so
Yeah, he was. I think he was drafted by the Sixers.
He was. No. Yeah, Rocco was on the Sixers. Original
he was, yeah,
Sixers.
you're right, he was. Bro, Rocco would fit nice next to Joel though. He can space the floor. Matisse can't shoot for shit. He's just a very good defender.
Yeah, but I don't think you get rid of Matisse. Bro, I think Matisse is buns anywhere else. Dead ass. Like he's the worst offensive player of all time, but he's a really good defender. So I don't know.
He is. But Rocco is also very good. I'm just saying, like, Rocco's a good defender, but you're also getting the shooting, and you get like
That's
CJ McCollum. Like, do you like that for
That's
the
like a trade for this year.
Is that a
that's
good
a trade
trade for
for this
the? Is that a good trade for the Trailblazers?
Yeah, it is.
Ben Simmons and Thybulle.
Yeah, because you can start Nance at the 4.
Good start and answer the 4. They said the Grizzlies. They said this trade is for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, Dylan Brooks, and D'Anthony Melton. I don't think
I'd
that,
do that if I was the. If I'm the Grizzlies.
I don't think
I'm
the
doing
Sixers
that.
are doing that.
No,
There's way
Sixers
the
would
Sixers
not do that.
Why the hell would they want Steven Adams?
Oh,
Yeah.
plus the Jazz and Lakers 2022 first round picks or some shit.
Oh, those
Yeah, I
are
don't
two
know.
shit picks.
2 shit picks, yeah.
You gotta include Aaron Jackson. I don't know.
I wouldn't give Jared Jackson. He has so
Wouldn't?
much potential if he stays healthy. No, he has too much potential if he stays healthy. In a trade, like I'd keep Jaren Jackson at all costs because if he stays healthy, he's gonna be a really good player.
Yeah. I mean, would you trade Dylan Brooks?
Yeah, I would. I think
No,
they need,
I think Dylan Brooks
they wanna
is a
trade him.
solid piece.
They wanna trade him.
I
They wanna
really
trade
like
him.
Dylan Brooks.
I like Dylan Brooks
I don't
too.
think he fits well with John Morant at all. I think they should. They want to trade
Ben
him.
Simmons, yeah, I don't think he does either. Do you think Ben Simmons is better as like a Draymond Green type player or like a point guard?
Point guard.
Point guard, yeah.
He doesn't have the IQ to be like a Draymond player, and he doesn't have like the thing. This is the thing. Draymond knows his role. Like he knows he's not like that guy. Ben Simmons doesn't know that. yet,
That's
and
the reason. I don't think
ready to
Ben
accept
Simmons
that.
has the mindset to be the Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Because Draymond Green,
Draymond's a winner. He's a winner. He wants to win. Ben Simmons wants to prove himself. Draymond doesn't need to prove himself. He wants to win. He knows it. Like on a bum ass Warriors team, he still knows his role.
okay, this trade is for the Timberwolves. Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, and Isaiah Joe. Plus, I mean, for D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and Jaden McDaniels.
So much. That is so
That's
much.
so
that the Timberwolves are
much.
giving.
That's a
The
lot.
Wolves are giving
I would
three.
literally just do D'Angelo for Ben straight up. Like fuck all the other shit.
I would do that
That's a-
on both
That's a
teams,
good
honestly,
team
at
for
this
both
point.
sides. A good trade for both sides. But I think
Yeah.
that they
I
can.
think
get him
D'Angelo
without
for
D'Lo.
Ben is. I don't think so, bro. I really
If they
don't.
give up picks, they can because their picks are really valuable.
'Cause we were just talking about how bad the Grizzlies trade was. You think the any Timberwolves trade without D'Lo is going to be better?
Because the Wolves picks are more valuable than the Grizzlies picks.
Maybe. This trade says this trade is with Raptors. Goran Dragic. Oh, yeah, you're not gonna do this. Dragic, OG, Boucher, and Flynn.
No,
Simmons,
not giving that
Thybulle,
shit.
and Isaiah Joe.
Yeah.
bro. OG, Scotty Barnes, and Gary Trent are 3 untouchables. I'd trade anyone else.
Okay, so let's say it's Dragic, Siakam. Fucking. Actually, I don't even know how this would work, bro. Would you rather have Siakam or Van Vliet?
Bro, okay, it's really hard. I'd rather have with Ben Simmons. I'd probably rather have Siakam, but in general, I'd rather have Fred VanVleet.
I'm talking about if you were the Sixers.
Oh, Sixers would rather have Fred for sure because they have Tobias already. Why would they want Tobias and Siakam?
That's true. And then this is the last trade. This has the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, Moses Moody for Ben Simmons and Thybulle.
Yeah. I think. Oh no. Okay. If you take out Thibault and you add a pick on the Warriors side, I think they both teams do that because Wiggins is really good. I think he fits well with Sixers as well. He can play defense and he can shoot.
Dude, I think the Warriors. The Warriors should keep Moses.
Fuck
Moody.
Drummond. Fuck Drummond. Get Wiseman. He's a young center.
See,
Drummond's
yeah.
just so fun.
Why would the Sixers want Wiseman though? They have Embiid.
I don't know. Wiseman's really good. He's gonna be really good though. I think the Warriors should keep him. Wait, who the hell are the Warriors gonna run at center if they lose Wiseman?
Von Looney.
But that's so. I think they should keep Wiseman. I think he's gonna be really good.
Von Looney, but Wiseman was pretty
Big
ass in
flashes.
this. Von Looney was pretty solid. Kevin Looney won them championships. I mean, he
Yeah,
was
no,
their. I mean,
Wiseman-
like he was their starting center when they won championships.
I see flashes of like brilliance from Wiseman at times, bro. I think I see star potential in him.
Because I don't know if I don't know if he fits their timeline. I don't.
Trade Wiggins. I think they should trade their picks, bro. I think Wiggins and those 2 picks and like Jordan Poole maybe like
Kuminga and
that
Moody?
can get you. Oh yeah, you can give Kuminga. I don't even know why, bro. Why the hell did they
don't give Kuminga. Don't give Moody. Moody has to be there, bro. Moody fits so well with Steph Curry. He's a 3-and-D player.
I don't
Kuminga
know
is
why
a
they kept
stud.
their picks.
Kuminga's a stud.
Should
Alright.
trade their picks. They're like win now as well, so I don't know why they would keep their picks. I think they should have traded it.
Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it. The Spurs trade has DeJounte, Derek White, and Devin Vassell.
It's a bad trade.
That's gonna be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. See you guys later as always. Peace.